Hi everyone, my name is Kim Adamoff and I'm the owner of Raleigh Inbound Marketing. And today I'd like to introduce you to my new friend, Eileen Burek of Burek Designs, and she's going to talk about microsites and how you can use them in your campaigns. Eileen, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Eileen Burek with Burek Communication Design, and thank you, Kim, for taking the time to do this today. I'm looking forward to it. At Burek Communication Design, we help B2B marketers, and we help them to make their online marketing more effective by transforming their user experience with integrated, strategic, and wow factor digital campaign design. And a lot of times that includes a microsite.
You know, I do a lot of campaigns for my clients, and I do believe in having microsites. Who would benefit the most from having a microsite in their campaign?
Well, I think a company who has ongoing promotions and they need to get the word out on a continual basis. Companies who are doing events, microsites are very effective for events. Also, initiatives. If a company or an organization is developing an initiative, a microsite can really help flesh out the content for that, the theme, and help people understand everything that's going into the initiative in a much deeper way than just a page on a microsite or a landing page. Contests are a very good use of microsites as well. So there are many uses. It's just thinking through what is going to work best for your company. If it's something that's going to be on the page of your main website, or if it's something that would work better as a separate entity yet connected to your main site.
That's a good point. One thing that I do notice that some companies do for their microsites is sometimes they give it a custom URL. One campaign that I did was therealtailgate.com, and so we took that content and we gave it its own microsite and we gave it its own URL that we promoted. And then I noticed somebody else does subdomains. The EA Sports for the Madden microsite, they did giferator.easports.com. So they did a subdomain. So what is your take on the difference of the URL for a microsite?
Well, I think it can be done either way, and both have SEO ramifications, but I'm actually surprised that the Madden microsite did not have its own separate name, because it really is a way to promote it and have it be very unique and interesting and easier to remember for the consumer.
Absolutely. Very good point. So what are 3 things, if somebody is considering in their campaign setting up a microsite, what would be 3 things they would need to think of before they consider it to make it the most effective? What would be your opinion on that?
Well, I would say first and foremost, it needs to be very visual. It needs to just have very strong graphics, very strong photos and images, and be very powerful when a person comes to it, so it's memorable. You don't want just another page that looks like your, main home website. And then the next thing I would suggest is to have a really great story. And sometimes that's hard to find, but again, if you build it around a campaign, that makes it a little bit easier. And certainly digging deeper and finding out more about the company's mission and their vision and their history, those are things that can inform a good story and at least be a good foundation for that. And as a matter of fact, I had written a blog post on this a couple of weeks ago at burek.com, and it was called Finding the Diamonds Out of Your Stones. And it talks about actually how to go in and do the process of creating a great story for your company. And then the third thing I would suggest is to be sure and have a strong call to action. We hear a lot about that these days, and really needing to drive the visitor to take an action, make the next step, and make it clear so they know what the next thing to do is, what you want them to do next.
Excellent, excellent points. Thank you so much. Now, if somebody wants to get in touch with you, how can they do that?
I'm on Twitter at Eileen Burick, EILEENBURICK, or my website is Burick, BURICK.com.
Great. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with me today, and thank you all for listening. Have a great day.